And yeah, The Adam Project, starring Ryan Reynolds, and I'm so sorry I'm forgetting the name of the kid who was phenomenal in this movie as young Ryan Reynolds, but
Mark Ruffalo,
Mark Ruffalo and Jennifer Garner.
Jennifer
Yeah,
Garner.
Zoe Saldana,
Zoe Saldana too. Yeah. So
Jared
the
Leto,
only
Jared Leto.
no, he's not in it.
Oh, okay.
He's not in it because
Sure,
you've not watched it.
I'm sure I saw him somewhere. I could have had my. Yeah, I don't know. Jared Leto and everything is just better, so he should be in every project. So
Yep. But yeah, this movie is awesome. I really liked it. I thought the action was pretty good. The visual effects were pretty amazing. The character drama between, Ryan Reynolds and Mark Ruffalo, Ryan Reynolds and Jennifer Garner, those scenes were so amazing. And the acting of the kid, um, as young Ryan Reynolds, I'm not talking about the character, I'm talking about young Ryan Reynolds. It's pretty amazing. He does a spot on impression of Ryan. So that
yeah.
was also pretty good to watch. So on top of
If they
that,
ever do a kid Deadpool, I don't know if there is a kid Deadpool in the comics. That kid should be brought in for it.
absolutely.
He was
And yeah,
so
it's
good.
it's directed by Sean Levy, who also made Free Guy and and
Night at the Museum, Internship,
Real Steel.
um,
He made
Real
Real Steel.
Steel,
Yeah,
Real
that
Steel,
was a
yeah.
pretty amazing movie.
Cheaper by the
by the
dozen.
dozen. See, he's really good at family-friendly movies
Yeah.
that do really well. We'll get on to Deadpool 3, where I have some concerns there about that. But he does really good at these family movies, and I think he's one of the most safest PG-13 family-friendly movie directors out there, big time, because he's always able to hit well with audiences.
Yeah. You know these type of movies where you have a family and something sci-fi going on? He's the guy for you.
Yeah.
And yeah, he perfectly put about him, Mar. He's definitely that guy. But yeah, this movie was pretty good to watch. I would say that if this movie came out in theaters, I don't know if this would be, well received because of the limitations it had in the third act and stuff like that. But from a character perspective, I say that it's pretty good. And from a visual effects and how the production quality was, I thought it was pretty top tier for a Netflix film. And I think it's one of the better Netflix films out there. So for me, it's definitely, a good movie. I think it was um, not one of the best, I would say, but just because it kind of was limiting in scope, since it involves space, time travel, and all that,
Yeah.
I was kind of expecting more. But because even the production value was so good, so I was kind of hoping for more. You know how Tomorrow War was? That was kind of a bigger scale movie, but that wasn't a
Yeah.
better movie than this. So
I can only probably bet they shot this movie pretty quickly because
Yeah.
they're not like there's nothing major in terms of like massive visual effects,
yeah,
spectacle.
there's
or
no
anything like
huge
that.
third act battle.
Yeah, I like for a Netflix movie that has probably unlimited budget. I was expecting like a much larger space movie, but it was actually much contained and grounded in a way because
Yeah,
it didn't offer us like it didn't give us much background to what happens in the future or this new technology they're using or stuff like that. It just kind of gave us what it gave us and just went with the story. And what the movie was about the relationship between Ryan Reynolds, his younger self, because it's time travel, and also their dad and the relationship between their dad and what happened with him and stuff like that. So it was actually just about relationships more than
yep.
sci-fi. That was all secondary background stuff.
Yeah, and the relationships between these dads and sons is generational here, and that was pretty amazing to watch. I think it's kind of unique in that sense, and for that alone, I would say that you should definitely watch it because between this and the Tender Bar, which was Ben Affleck's movie, I thought that these pretty much nailed that dynamic. So yeah, that's what I thought. What did you think of it, Mar?
Yeah, just basically what I said. I thought it was a good watch. It's not like a fantastic, oh my god, brilliant movie. It's a solid watch. It's really well made. The performances are fantastic, very funny, some good action, some good spectacle, sci-fi type stuff, CGI. And
Superhero
that was a
landing.
good time. Superhero. I didn't like that scene because it's too much on the nose for me in Deadpool when he's still Deadpool. But yeah, Sean Levi. I grew up watching that guy's movies, Night at the Museum and movies like that, and I loved how he brought Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson back together for the internship. It's not the best comedy
Oh,
movie,
he
but I
did
get a
that?
kick out of it. Yeah,
Yeah,
Nice.
I even watched
I like that
the
movie.
director's commentary of that as well. It's actually pretty funny. I think Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn did it as well. It's actually a good watch. Them three watching the movie and doing a commentary on it, so that was good. So he has all these movies, PG-13 style movies, and he's kind of gained this relationship with Ryan Reynolds now, from Free Guy to the Adam Project, going into Deadpool 3. So there's obviously a good thing going there. I just wonder what he can do when shifting the tones from PG-13, family friendly, to R rating, when that's what Deadpool should and has to be for me going forward. And at a standalone capacity, not I don't, he can be PG-13 if he's in other movies, of course. But yeah, this one was a good watch. Mark Ruffalo was good as well. Jennifer Garner, kind of a reunion there as well. Don't know if you've seen it, Rock On 13 going on 30. That's a movie I watched
I
a good bit.
yeah, I grew up
Yeah,
on that
yeah,
movie,
that was a good
man.
one. That was a good one. It's like basically,
Yeah.
Jennifer Garner's character. She's 13. She's having her birthday party or something like that. She makes a wish that she wishes she would 30. She was 30 and 30, 30 and 30, 30 and 30. She reads like a thing out of a magazine. Then she wakes up. She's 30, and her crush, Mark Ruffalo. She's trying to like a relationship starts there. It's like a romantic movie, and that was a good one. So a reunion here in this one. And yeah, Ryan Reynolds is hilarious as always. The kid was hilarious. I laughed out loud several times, and that's probably why I enjoyed the movie so much. And so Saldana was she was in the movie not that much, but there was an emotional presence with her character because she's a love interest for Reynolds, and then something happens because it's time travel and things get upset and stuff like that. There's actually this detachment between those characters because of what happens. That's very emotional, and then it comes back around by the end of the movie. And also Mark Ruffalo and his sons, Ryan Reynolds and the kid. There was an emotional scene there that actually hit very hard. So I think that was well written and well performed and executed. So this is a really
Yeah.
good Netflix movie. Yeah, much smaller in scale than I was expecting. But do you know what? I didn't mind because the characters were written well and the story was pretty emotional. So I didn't really need the explanation about the science or anything like that, or about the futuristic world that they were trying to show us or whatever. I actually didn't really care because the characters were so likable. So
Yeah, I agree. Rokan, have you seen the movie?
Not yet. I do want to watch it just because I like the team behind it. And when I saw the trailer, I was like, okay, so this looks like a more family-friendly version of Looper, basically.
Yeah,
So
you
I
can
do.
say that, but it's not as sci-fi. It's more character focused.
And that's
Yeah.
fair. And that's fair. I just kind of gave the Looper connection with the younger
Yeah.
version, older version like that. So yeah, I mean, I'll definitely check it out very very soon. Yeah. So it's funny you mentioned 13 going on 30, or I still look at it as the Hulk and Elektra.
yeah, yeah.
But I'll definitely check out Am Project hopefully soon. I've been watching a lot of the Oscar nominated movies right now to get ready, but I think I definitely will watch Adam Project.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I'd give it a thumbs up. It's definitely one to watch, probably with a family, friends, something like that. I think it's a good time, really enjoyable, very funny as well. So yeah, it's definitely one of Netflix's better original movies because their movies are very hit and miss.
Yeah.
Their series are usually awesome, but this I actually wouldn't be surprised if this came out in theaters. I think actually it would probably do respectively well in theaters because of the cast. To be honest with you, it doesn't feel like a theatrical movie sometimes because of just not the third act would probably let it down if it was a theatrical movie, but because it's on streaming, people probably overlook that.